Now let me tell you the story about why it took me 3 afternoons to fix the game. I tried to fix the game, I tried to fix the crash. First, I downloaded the game through Heroic Games Launcher. Heroic Games Launcher is using something called Legendary. Legendary is a bridge that is connecting to Epic Games API. If you don't know what that is, just search it up on the internet. I'm not explaining that to you now. But API stands for Application Program Interface, which means that you don't need to download Epic Games Store, but you just connect to your Epic Games account through this Legendary bridge. Heroic Games Launcher shows all the games that you own on Epic Games. Now, since I own Doom Eternal, I installed Doom Eternal using Heroic Games Launcher, and it was running flawlessly. The campaign was running flawlessly, at least the first chapter. Whenever the second chapter loaded up, the game crashed. After 99%, the game just crashed. I tried to run it with Lutris, so Lutris has a built-in Epic Games option. It downloads Epic Games Store, the original Epic Games Store, but I could not log into my account and Epic Games Store just crashed, so it was not working. I asked for the help of AI, and AI told me there's another option called Bottles. Bottles looks similar to Lutris. So what Bottles does is able to run Windows apps and games in its own environment, in its own package. Downloaded Bottles on KUbuntu, so I am running KUbuntu right now. And I downloaded Bottles, I downloaded Epic Games Store. What Bottles does is also downloads a lot of dependencies that are needed for the newest version of Epic Games Store. And since it does that, it can and is able to run Epic Games Store. Now, I was able to run Epic Games Store with Bottles. I was able to download the game, and using this method fixed the load crash. But because of this, I had to uninstall it, the version of the game that was installed from Heroic Games Launcher, and I had to reinstall it with this Bottles version of Epic Games Store. And because of that, all of my game save was lost. So I had to restart again. I had to play the first chapter, which is only the tutorial of the game, on the easiest mode, and now I have to change back the mode to I'm Too Young to Die, as you can see, to Ultra Violence. So I'm changing it back to Ultra Violence, and now I can play the game as I played it in the previous stream. So this is all the stuff that happened in the background that you don't know anything about. That is why the live has a delay now. That is why there was this gap between the episodes. So hopefully now the game will run flawlessly. It is running at actually high FPS. I have an older PC. This PC was put together in 2016. So it's an i5 6500K 3.2 GHz processor, AMD R9 380, 4GB video card, 16 gigs of DDR4 RAM, and a 1TB HDD that has 2 partitions. One of them has KUbuntu and the other partition has Windows 10 running. The reason I'm doing this is because my PC is too old for Microsoft's Windows 11. How amazing that is. I love Microsoft, pun intended. Anyway, let's get back in the game and let's try to play it on Linux. Because for now, the game has actually surprised me of the quality it is running at on this PC. Oh yeah, and I'm getting my flamethrower.